Dude, that was fire, son. Dude, that's how you press conference, son. That is how you press conference. That was so good, man. That was so good. I'm so impressed. Like, I honestly was not expecting much from that press conference at all. And I was wrong, dude. I was wrong. But that was great. That was fantastic, dude. That was so fun, dude. I loved it. Dude. Man, Boston is off the hook. You know what I mean? I'm so impressed. Boston is off the hook. Bottom line, dude. I don't know what, Ian Garry was trying very, 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 very hard. You know what I mean? Like, Garry was really trying hard. It just goes to show that, like, the thing that Conor has, the thing that Conor has, you can't just, like, I don't know. It's not just a thing that people can just do. You can't just, like, decide you're going to be loud and obnoxious and all of a sudden you're Conor McGregor. You know what I'm saying? Man, that was so fun. But I'll tell you this, dude. Neil Magny did not look happy at all about about the jokes, Really did not look happy about those jokes at all. Dude, I can't remember how to do I'd be able to see the chat or whatever. I don't remember. Anyway, so let's discuss, dude. What was your guys' favorite part? I thought ALJAMAIN did awesome. First of all, I think Boston was awesome. Oh, also, by the way, I have a phenomenal thing to show you guys after this is all wrapped up. They're facing off right now. Let's see, dude. All right, Sean versus Aljo about to face off. Oh damn! Look at Sean O'Malley. I don't know, dude. I'm telling you, ALJAMAIN looks so confident, like almost like too confident to me, And I will acknowledge that's probably wishful thinking because I absolutely for sure want O'Malley to win, but. Wait, ALJAMAIN, yeah. Oh, I didn't even notice that his hair was green. I saw that he got his hair done, but like he made his hair green. Oh, for Boston. And they still are going to boo him into the ground because he's fighting Sean O'Malley. Look at him, dude. Look at him. Oh, wait, I can share this. Yeah, boy.
Don't miss your chance to be a part of UFC history.
All right.
With unique memorabilia from UFC.
All right, that's a wrap, dude. That is a wrap. I mean, seriously, dude. That was so sick. Okay, here. Let's do this, man. Let's do this. Let's go. Maybe we could pull up some of it for anybody. If you guys missed it, like, I'll show you some of it, dude. Let me go like this. Whoop. Yeah, because I bet some of you guys missed it, and then we can walk through it together. You know what I mean? All right. Here, let's go like this. And let's watch some of this, dude. Oh, whoops. Sorry, I'm setting it up for you guys. Bam. All right, here.
Since you guys faced off in that octagon, obviously you've done a lot of tape study over the years. I'm curious, is there anything that Sean could present that you maybe haven't faced in the octagon, or that maybe a bigger threat that he poses from your past opponents?
I don't know, man. He decided not to stay at the fight hotel. He's been ducking me. Doesn't want to look me in the eyes. So it is what it is. We got a couple of days, and I get
O'Malley's not staying at Fighter Hotel?
Ass.
See what I'm saying? He played into it like he knew they were going to boo, and he played into it real good,
Let's
dude.
hear it, baby. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Get loud, baby. Get loud.
This is Aljamain's best press conference by 100 miles, dude. By 100 miles, it's his best press conference.
Question for Sean O'Malley. At the media day, you clarified that your $100 bet that you proposed to Aljamain was who could.
Jason Struck, what's up, dog?
Have you run into Aljamain to kind of place that bet in front of him again?
Where the fuck's Cody Garbrandt at?
Oh, that's just mean. But a fair point. Look at Aljo, dude. See?
Sorry, what was the question?
He killed it.
Have you run into Aljamain to talk about this $100 bet that you were proposing?
Yeah, $100 is a lot of money to him. So if he, gets a takedown, I'll give him
$100 is a lot of money. Oh man, that's just mean. But yes,
Jessica Andrade has said that she believes Amanda.
Okay, so let me pause it right there and just say something here. So O'Malley is a star, obviously, right? But god damn it, he's a star. But in terms of trash talk, him and like Ian Garry, they could try all they want to try to be Conor McGregor. They ain't that, dude. They just ain't that. They're not Conor, dude. Ian Garry can yell over Neil Magny every single time, but it's like, dude, you're not. They're just not clever. They're not funny like that. O'Malley is funnier than Ian Garry. Like, people need to understand, like, you do not want to come off angry. If you come off angry, you lose. It's as simple as that, dude. If you are mad, you lose. Bottom line. If anybody sees a crack in your armor where they're like, oh, we got under his skin, you lose. So, like, if you're yelling too much, it looks like you're mad, Like, Aljamain did it so good, dude, because he's just like, yeah, he's like, oh, he's smiling the whole time. He killed it, dude. Aljamain is the MVP of that press conference. Bottom line, dude. What? Let's watch more.
Lemos is a harder hitter than yourself, and she says that maybe even Amanda could finish you, maybe even a knockout. So I'm curious, when you watch Amanda's skill set and game plan on tape.
Am I on trend? No, dude.
Oh, okay.
Blah, 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 blah.
Water.
We just want to see the Aljo and O'Malley stuff. All right, that's what we're gonna watch here, dude.
One more for Sean. Marab just sat down here in the front. It seems like he's wearing your jacket. I'm curious if you have any thoughts about Marab and his red jacket.
Let's go, Marab!
The only reason anyone knows Marab's name is because I handed him my jacket.
That's a good line, dude. That's a good line.
That's just it.
Question for Ian.
That's a good
Garry.
line.
Ian, yesterday at the media day, Neil had some words about you, said he's going to give you
Dude, I actually don't
teach you a lesson. I'm curious what you thought when you heard those comments.
I actually don't think Aljo was that annoying, dude. I really don't. Like, I think he did good, man. I think he did good. I found him much less annoying than I expected to.
I think Neil was given a fucking mic yesterday, and he should sit up here on the stage and say nothing. He put his fucking foot in the dirt. If he speaks today, he's going to be digging a hole. Nobody Nobody is allowed to ask Neil Magny a question today. He's to sit there and reflect on the shit that he said, because what he said was fucking ridiculous.
Actually, let me speak on this really quick, by the way. I was going to do a whole video about this, you know, about what Ian Garry said. Yeah. Jesse, what's Garry talking about? Here, I'll show you, dude. I'll show you exactly what he's talking about right now. So if you guys saw it, Ian Garry was constantly saying, like, he's talking about beating his kids, dude. Like, he's talking about beating his kids, yo. And here's exactly what he's talking about. And listen, dude. Bottom line, you want to know whose team I'm on this? I have kids, dude. You want to know whose team I'm on? Magny's. Okay, ready? He goes, but.
The whooping that you gave somebody in high school or in grade school, he told my mom and you put the beat him on there. And there's a whooping that you give your son now, like to kind of teach him life a little bit. And being a father, I've become quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday.
Being a father, I've got kind of accustomed to giving that.
One more time.
The whooping that you give somebody in high school or in grade school, he told my mom and you put the beat.
God, fuck you.
The whooping that you give somebody in high school or in grade school, he told my mom and you put the beat him on there. And there's a whooping that you give your son now, like to kind of teach him life a little bit. And being a father, I've become quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday.
Being a father, I've got kind of accustomed.
Yeah. So that's what he said. And then Ian Garry was all, oh man, like he like you know, boo. He's talking about beating up his kids, man. He's talking about beating up his kids. It's like, I mean, he said put a whooping on them to teach them to be a man. It's like he has a son. If I don't know, like it doesn't sound like he's saying like just beat the shit out of his kids. He's saying he disciplines his kids. You know? Like, hello, I am actually, good point, dude. I am turning off the fucking notifications. I always forget about that. But yeah, dude, sometimes kids need to get smacked around a little. I mean, you know, you don't like hurt the kids. You don't hurt kids. But I hear that, and like next to the fucking soy ass cry shish kebab that I see all the time, a person says it like that confidently, and they're like, yeah, dude, they're like, you know, I got to put a whooping on my kid so he knows how to be a man. And he says it like that with a smile on his face, not mad. Then I'm like, oh, okay, this guy's, it is a kind of a weird statement, actually. I will acknowledge that, actually, sick girl. But like Ian Garry's response to it is weird. Like, it's like, he literally said that he's going to beat up the kids. He said he's going to beat up the kids. It's like, I guarantee. Okay, like nobody brags about beating up kids. Neil Magny's not a stupid guy. He's a military guy, you know? Like he's a military guy. So he's like, yeah, I got to put a whooping on him sometimes so he knows how to be a man. It's like, all right, you know? Like I have daughters, you know? Like I'm not hitting my daughters. I'm not putting a hand on my daughters. But they're girls, and also they listen. You know? My kids fucking listen. And believe me, there's someone in this family that's down to smack a kid if they earn it. It just isn't me, because we have daughters, you know. But that reaction, I'm like, dude, are you serious, Ian Garry? Like, you know. But he pissed Neil Magny off something good, dude. Neil Magny was super pissed, dude. Super pissed. Magny said he beats the kids like the beatings he gave in high school. Go ahead and listen again. It isn't a question if he literally meant it. I understand. Hold on. Let's listen again just because it is kind of funny. Oh, God damn it. All right, here. Let me turn off my notifications. That's a good idea. All right.
The whooping that you give somebody in high school or in grade school, he told my mom and you put the beat him on there. And there's a whooping that you give your son now, like to kind of teach him life a little bit. And being a father, I've become quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday.
That is not what he said. That's straight up not what he said. He did not say you put a beating on your kid like you put a beating on someone in high school. What he said was there's a beating that you put on someone in high school or in grade school, and then there's like a whooping that you put on your kid in order to teach them to be an adult or whatever. He's like, that's the kind of whooping I'm going to put on Ian Garry. He was sunning him, dude. Okay? If you actually listen to what he said, okay, like if you really actually break down exactly what he said, what he was saying is, Ian Garry's like my son. I'm going to put a whooping on him like he's my little boy, okay? He wasn't talking about actually beating up his kid. He was saying there's the beatings that you give to someone in high school and grade school, and conversely, there's the kind of beating that you would, or kind of whooping that you would put on your kid. He's like, I'm going to whoop Ian Garry like he's my kid. That's what he's talking about, dude. 100%.
You give somebody in high school or in grade school, so he told my mom, and you put the beat him on there. And there's a whooping that you give your son now, like to kind of teach him life a little bit. And being a father, I've become quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday.
Yeah, he said, I'm going to teach it, like use a whooping that you give his kid to, you know, you give a kid to teach him a lesson. Exactly, Amberly Rose. You are 100% right. That's exactly what he said. He just didn't say it right. Like he said, like he's trying to, like Neil Magny's not a good trash talker. He's like trying to make a point that like he's going to son Ian Garry, you know, and you go, let me just look at Ian Garry's reaction. Now, let me just make perfectly clear. I am on the Ian Garry train. Like as a fighter, I'm excited for him.
In grade school, so he told my mom, and you put the beat him on there. And there's a whooping that you give your son now, like to kind of teach him life a little bit. And being a father, I've become quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday.
Being a father, I've got kind of accustomed to giving that up in that ass. Sorry.
You can't.
Whoa.
Does his wife say that?
Shush.
Listen,
He just sat there and
his
said,
girl.
being a father, word for word. Being a father, I've got accustomed to giving that ass whooping.
Being a father, I've become quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday. I mean, he's out there, very cocky, showing himself, everything.
So he's going to beat Ian Garry well.
Oh my goodness, I will never whoop your ass.
Oh, that's going to be a really well-adjusted kid then, dude. It's like his girl is like, his girl's all, oh, unbelievable. He's all, I am shocked as well. I'm shocked as well. Anyway, that was funny. But I am rooting for Ian Garry, just for the record. Like, even that was super fucking cringe. Like, super fucking cringe. And especially as a parent, it's like, okay, I understand you only have like a baby, so you don't know what it's like to parent, but like, you better get used to the idea of disciplining your fucking kids, or else you're going to have there's nothing worse. You want to know, like, this is the best way I can put this, dude. The way that your kid behaves in public is the same as like the way that a person's dog behaves. You don't judge the kid. You judge the fucking parent. You know what I mean? It's like if there's a kid, like two kids that are at some party that you're at, like your kid, like friends of yours kids, and they're like, Mommy, it was my turn to go in the fucking pool. I wanted to go in the pool. And then they like get down and they're like talking to him and shit. You know, they're like, listen, okay, well, I understand that you wanted to get, no, I wanted to get in the pool. I literally look at him and I'm like, I would fucking strangle one of my daughters if they did that, dude. Literally, like, my daughters would fucking never do that. Like, my daughters know if they act out in public like that, like, they would never do it in a million years. Like, they would just look at me and Gabrielle and we'd be like, and they go, oh, because they know you don't fucking do that. Don't embarrass me in public. You fucking behave, dude. You know what I mean? Like, this is not, I don't need to, you know, if they're like, hey, daddy, can I have an apple? It's not like I'm like, fuck no. If they're like, daddy, can I have an apple? It's like, yeah, of course. They're like, daddy, I want to do that. It's like, no, you can't do that. You know, no, you cannot do that. Why not? Well, because, dude, like, that's just a thing you can't do right now. Go move along. All right. Like, that's how you parent normally. If they're like, Mom, I'm just so angry. They start throwing shit. That's when you're like, you have to do whatever it takes to meet them, to get them to stop doing that, because they have to know you're in charge, dude. Bottom line, dude. Like, if you, or let's just say like you were, first, like they go, blah, 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 and you're like, dude, you pull them aside, you're like, are you out of your mind? Are you out of your mind? You're going to talk like that in front of people? Like, my kids instantly would be done. But let's say the kid's all, I don't care. I don't care. Then you like grab them and you drag them inside, right? And you're like, you are embarrassing us in public. This is a red line you do not cross ever. Do you understand? Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck you, daddy. Yeah, then you slap that fucking kid. Okay? Bottom line, dude. If you're a good parent, there is a level that the kid cannot, you escalate slowly. And 99 out of 100 kids, especially if they're the offspring of like a cool, well-adjusted like set of parents, they're going to stop way before a red line. You know what I mean? Like this would never happen. Like I've never put a hand, my daughter's 11. I've never put a hand on her ever. But rest assured, there is something she could do, where like she forced my hand. Like you have to lay down the law. Bottom line, you have to, dude. Like you have to lay down the law. They cannot get away with certain shit. They can't. You're doing it not because you're angry at them. You're doing it because that's what good parenting is, dude. Like this is just bottom line. This is good parenting. Kids need to understand that they cannot do certain things. And if you've told them, if you fucking told them, I mean, dude, I've watched I'm trying to think of like the most egregious ones that I've ever seen. But I'll tell you because I'm not talking about the kids. I'm talking about how the parents react, because every time that a kid does that, every single time there is a parent attached to that incident where you're like, what is wrong? Why on earth are you down on your knees talking calmly to this kid? This is fucking drag him by the arm time, dude. Like we've gone way past like, tell me about your feelings. This is drag that fucking kid inside. They're humiliating you. The kid is fucking humiliating. They're making you look like the biggest pussy on earth. It's your kid, dude. That kid's 7 years old. You're gonna let a fucking 7-year-old punk you around like that? They're 7. They're fucking 7. No. No, we're not leaving. No. You're like, wow, that kid's got balls. And then then the parents try to drag him and they're like, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me, get off of me. Dude. Oh, man. It's embarrassing, dude. It's exactly the same thing as before we had kids, the other is like dogs, dude. You know what I mean? Like dogs. You have a person who has a dog and the dog does not listen ever. Just runs around, rips around the house, like shits in the house, pisses in the house, like does whatever, gets up on the couch, all that. Like I just look at a person whose dog it is. I'm like, I don't respect you, dude. You know what I mean? Like I don't respect a person who can't control a fucking dog. If your dog is punking you, you are not a person who deserves my respect. The things that rely on you for food and shelter should fucking listen to you when you ask them to do shit. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, like the dog should respond to this. Like dog gets a little overly excited because like there are people over and it jumps up on the couch. Hey. And the dog should go, oh, and jump right off the fucking couch. Like the dog should know if you just go, hey, they just go, oh shit, I'm sorry. I got worked up, Dad. My bad. And they hop off. And then they might test it a little bit. They might go, it's not like you have to go over and just beat the shit out of the dog. But if they're not reacting to you, and honestly, you instill that in them. It's literally exactly the same thing as with kids. You instill it in them when they're young. Like when you get a puppy and they're coming up, okay, you have to, when they misbehave, grab them by the head and hold them on the ground. Let them fucking struggle until they give up. Bottom line, okay? It's not to hurt them. It's to let them know that they are not in charge. You grab them by the head and you hold them down until they quit. Like they'll go, because they don't know what you're doing at first. Like they have no idea what you're doing. And then they'll go, oh, all right. And then they give up and you just sit there. And then you let them up and go, don't do that. Like Gabrielle, when Gabrielle and I first started dating, like I'm talking like just started dating. She had a dog that was like it was a puppy that was brand new. And so she came down to visit me in San Diego, and she had like a little fence, and we would put we'd put the dog in the fence, and it would just go, and I was like, and she's like, sorry, it's a puppy. And I was like, all right, like, is it cool if I discipline your dog? And she's like, I mean, you could try, but he's just going to bark. I was like, no, he's not, he's not. So I went in there and I just took he was this big, dude, and I just took his head and I held it on the ground. I was like, stop. And then, he was doing that thing, he's like, I don't, and then he would give up and I'd go, stop. And then we go out and then it would sit there for a second. Then it would start barking again. Immediately I would come in, I'd hold him on the side until he quit. And then I'd get up the third time. He'd wait for a while because he started to figure it out. And then he'll like bark. I come in, hold him on his side. He gives up. Boom. Stops barking. Really straightforward. Oh, I bark. He comes in here and punks me. I'm not hurt. I'm not nothing, except I just learned that humans are in charge, especially that fucking human. You know what I mean? Simple as that, dude. Dude, you know what's funny about that, San Marcos? There is now someone just sent me an article about this, that they've actually proven that what I described that Gabrielle and I had happen to that dog that killed him it's a real thing, dude. Like that it's like a huge problem. The injection site cancer from the what do you call it? From doggy jabs. Oh my God, I had a dog that stood over me and peed on me. My boyfriend put the dog in a tub and peed on him. I couldn't believe it. I mean, I guess it depends on what honestly, I don't really understand what I don't know the psychology of like the peeing on it. It's like maybe he's like some doggy genius and he's like, all right, well, I'll just put him in there and pee on him and he'll understand like I'm in charge. I don't understand the doggy peeing thing. I just punk them. I just punk them. Especially if you have a dog that's going to grow up to be a really strong, huge dog, you have to do that shit, dude. That's why pussies cannot have pit bulls. Pussies cannot have Canis Panthers. Pussies cannot have Dobermans. Pussies cannot have Rottweilers. Pussies cannot have Great Danes, German Shepherds. It cannot happen, dude. Because you have to be able to punk them, dude. They're dangerous dogs if they don't listen to humans. They're totally fine as long as they have a healthy family. But like dogs that are kind of like aggressive breeds raised by pussies are dangerous sometimes. Not always, sometimes. So you have to fucking man up if you're going to have a dog like that. Or if you know that you're a pussy, don't get a fucking dog like that. Like, don't try to Anyway. UFC. Well, we're talking about Ian Garry somehow.
Why
Let's
do you feel
continue.
so strongly about it?
Did you watch the clip?
Yes.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
So you had word for word what came out of that man's
Oh,
mouth?
God. Shut
I
up,
believe he
Ian
said he was
Garry.
going to be-
We are tackling a very, very big fucking issue here, mate.
No, we're not.
And he should sit.
I'm actually not
This
even
is the
watching that.
question.
It's going to just piss me off. It's so fucking stupid.
And 7 days.
Feel to be back and able to fight again.
Shut the fuck
Bro,
up, Ian.
this energy is amazing right now. It's surreal to be back. Let's go. Let's go.
Nah, I'm just sitting
I'm just
hunched over.
excited to be here, man. I'm excited to be healthy again. I'm excited to make that walk. And I'm excited to come back and become a world champion again and shock the world.
Yeah.
Yikes. Listen. Yeah, that's because it is crazy. Listen, I would never. I think Weidman's a good dude. I think he's had some really bad luck, and I'm rooting for him. I just think that way of thinking is so detrimental to a fighter who is at the phase of their career that they're at, because it just sounds like total fucking. Wait, well, actually, let me let him finish. I know what he's saying. Hang on.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. There are some people thinking
Listen
this
to
is a comeback fight, but do you see this as a comeback run to the title?
100%, man. I feel like I'm an up-and-coming prospect again. I'm going for breakout fighter of the year, then I'm getting fighter of the year, and then I'll call it a day. But yeah, I feel amazing, man.
See, like, I mean, maybe he's just saying that, but if he's serious and he's like, I feel like an up-and-coming prospect, like that's where I'm at, I'm kind of like, oh, man. I hope he wins, dude. I really do. I really do. I hope he does. But, like, you know, like, how do I think he's going to do? I am rooting for him is how I hope he does. But anything in this sport, you just go off history, right? Historically, you know, how have these things gone? You know what I mean? Like, how do you guys think he's going to do based on the many, many times that you've seen this movie? All of you guys are just like, I'm no different than you guys. I've seen all the same fights. If you watch my channel, you're an educated viewer. You know, there's no casuals in this room. You guys have seen all the fights I've seen. What do you think? You know what I mean? Like, we've all seen this movie before. And, I mean, of course, I don't think that it's going to go well because it normally never does. You know what I mean? Like, let's look at this. Hold on. So, dude, I have this whole other stream all queued up for you guys. But, hang on. Oops. Hold on. Let's pull this up. Yeah, I mean, so his last fight was 2.5 years ago, right? His last fight's 2.5 years ago, and that was the leg injury. He won a lackluster decision 3 years ago, almost to the day. And his previous 2 fights, going all the way back to November 2018, were knockout losses. Then before that, he did submit Kelvin Gastelum. But before that, he's got 3 straight, like, knockout losses. I mean, come on, dude. You know what I mean? 2015, for 8 years. Every single one of his losses, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, were stoppages for the last 8 years. With like one kind of lackluster decision, and then, you know, I mean, more power to him, whatever happened there with the Gastelum fight. I mean, like, seriously, anybody who's betting on him is out of their mind. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to see him win, but no, I mean, I do not think he's going to win. I don't think he's going to win at all, of course. But again, I'm rooting for him. You know, they're like, going into that, man, it's so crazy because going into that, look at this. Going into that run, look at this. Win, all the way to the Anderson Silva, win, Lyoto Machida, win. Then this was like deflated Vitor Belfort, you know, like undefeated forever. And then just boom, as soon as he's like, the dam broke, it was just like, now, if I'm being totally honest, I think that at the time that he was undefeated and, like, you know, had just beat Vitor Belfort, I thought he was one of the most overrated fighters, like, in the history of the sport, personally. Just from what I was watching, like, I was like, I just don't see it. Like, I mean, I'll acknowledge he did beat Anderson Silva, but the first one, you guys know what happened with the first one, and then Anderson Silva folded his leg in half around Matt Weidman, you know? So, anyway. But now, now let's discuss, should they ban those type of leg kicks? What? Just a leg kick? It's all. It's just a leg kick. It just got checked, dude. It just. I mean, literally, it's just like that's all it was. That's all it is. Just a checked leg kick. That's what people don't understand. Like any leg kick, if checked correctly, could turn into that. Like think about it like this, dude. Think about it like this. What do you think would happen if you had a pole, like just a steel pole in the ground, right? It's made out of iron, titanium, cannot be broken. And you, as a person who can generate nuclear power with your kicks, Anthony Smith told me that Chris Weidman has the hardest leg kicks of any person that he's ever fought against or trained with. Okay? 100%. That is what he told me. Okay? And so, like, imagine that there's a pole in the ground that cannot be moved, right? Like, it's just stuck in the ground and someone kicked it as hard as they could. Like, yeah, your leg's going to break in half. And so there is a way where, you know, like you have some kind of hairline fracture and then someone checks a kick just absolutely perfect and your leg snaps in half, you know? That's just how it goes. End leg kicks? Just end leg kicks? It's absurd. That's ludicrous. I gotta watch that second Anderson Silva fight again. Are bionic legs okay in MMA now? It seems that way because Conor is coming back with one. So Gabrielle's going to come up here and then we're going to do a competition for these new, whoops, that's not it. The new Hennessy Ridge Wallet. Okay, I'm going to show you guys a recent video of Conor McGregor doing something so shitty that I cannot even explain to you how shitty what he did is. And then we're going to do that same super chat challenge that we did last time. Whoever super chats at least $5 and then has a super chat that's going to you have to make a joke about what Conor did. And then whoever the top three funniest are getting, this is the number one. They're going to get this Ridge Wallet and I will have information on how you can get these snazzy ones. And then second and third place are going to get these for your keys. I think this thing costs $120 and these cost like $70. So it's a really good deal.
Wait, is the air not on in here?
Yeah, it is. It's blowing on me. I can feel it. All right.
Why is it delayed?
Dude, you want to know what's really weird is I can't figure out how to manage this. Like I just did this. I just did a live stream. Here, come on here. I just did a live stream and it has like, there is a mode where I can see like all my chats and stuff and then like manage it, but I don't know where it is.
Well, why don't you just put the live?
No, I do, but like
that side, so you can see the comments.
No, okay, that is exactly what I've been doing, but I can't do this. Like I can't do what we're gonna do if I can't control the comments, and so we might actually have to.
But where do you control the comments?
So that's what I'm saying. It like popped up. I'm new using OBS.
Okay.
So, you know what?
What?
Let's call someone. Let's call someone that knows what's up.
Call in the expert. But in the meantime, put that on that side and that on that side so you can at least see the comments.
Oh my God, Gabrielle, don't make such common... Did you get that thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't make such common sense...
And then...
Yeah. Bam.
See? There you go.
They said hi, Gabrielle.
Hi. Why did
Willie Carney says, Tony Ferguson kicks steel poles for fun. I know, he's insane.
Why did you switch?
Because OBS is better, but
Is it?
no, yeah, it is. Because look, like if you look at the, actually, this is not that good either. I thought that, like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess I can't do this. I can't do this this thing until my next stream. So next stream, we're gonna be doing the Ridge Wallet giveaway.
Oh, you can't like do.
I need to be able to like
You can't do
pull
that
it
on
up.
this one?
No, well, like no. And honestly, I just realized even with the way that they had it there, I don't know how to do it. Like I'm gonna have to do it on StreamYard. So, yeah. Thanks, rookie.
What y'all talking about?
We were talking about the press conference, which was the bomb, dude.
So good.
Dude, Boston fans are fucking awesome. Have you ever gone? When have you been to Boston? Oh, your ghost story?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, the last time I was there, I went in 2016 when I went and met with DraftKings. Before they may or may not have implemented something that I suggested to them on the condition that I got to build it for them, and then they just implemented it without me. But
Rude.
It's all good, dude. It's all good. What do you guys want to know, dude? Ask a question. Ooh, bring back Jesse on everything Maui fires. Listen. Oh, you know what? Actually, dude, there's a GoFundMe for someone who we're friends with through the channel, and just because of the way that I set up this particular live stream, it's not in this description. But if you go to any of my other videos that have dropped, well, just I don't know, just go to like
just like post the link in your own chat.
Yeah, but I don't know if they can click on it, dude.
Oh, because it will pull them out or whatever. Oh, or I don't know.
Oh, Gabrielle, I want to show you this.
What?
I want to show you this. Hold on, you guys. Let's show Gabrielle what Neil Magny said, and then see what she thinks of. Just watch. Let's see what she thinks about whether or not this was like a bad thing or not. Okay, ready?
A bad thing.
Yeah, like what's just is there anything bad about this? Ready?
I'm ready.
The whooping that you give somebody in high school, or in grade school, so he told my mom, and you put the beat him on there, and there's a whooping that you give your son now, like to kind of teach him life a little bit. And being a father, I've come quite accustomed to that kind of whooping now, and that's kind of what we're looking forward to giving on Saturday.
Is there anything wrong with what he said? Yes or no?
I mean, probably not the best like choice of words for a public.
Right.
Why?
Well, what do you think about putting a whooping on a kid who needs it? Like if they're disrespectful.
I mean, I got fly swatted as a child.
I was telling them like I'm like they're basically like a kid there's a red line that a kid cannot go over, period, and it's like you just keep escalating, right? Now our kids obviously would be like, "Hey, are you out of your mind?" They're like, "Oh shit."
When I say it, they're not afraid of him.
They are if I'm actually mad. I just don't get mad generally. But like, and I was saying that like if you know like kids that we see at parties and they're like, "Jesus, Mom, I wanted to go in the fucking pool." It's like, whoa. You know, and their parents are like, "Why are you doing this?" They're like, "Get off of me, Mommy! Get off!" It's like, dude, if they won't shut up, they just keep on like escalating with the parent.
Speaking of kids yelling, they're yelling for me right now.
You guys want to see some really hardcore parenting? What?
I'm in here, George.
This is why they're super scared of me. What do you want? Is that my dad on the phone? Yes. Oh my God, the irony. Yes. The irony.
What's ironic?
I'm live streaming right now talking about how we will beat a child if they need to be beaten.
Jeez. Oh, sorry.
You just beat me.
What?
I could have beaten you if I had any sense.
A missed opportunity, Pops.
Yeah.
Hi, guys.
This is Georgia. It's her birthday tomorrow, y'all.
Okay, there's too much going on. I can't live stream with every single person on here.
Can you send me the Trevor?
Georgia, here, take Pops and beat it. Pops, I'll call you later.
Give me my phone.
See, now I... Get out. Everybody get the...
What do you want?
What do you want?
Story. Tell me the story later. Okay.
See?
Love you.
See? Get out!
No.
Get out before we have to hurt you guys. See, we put a whooping on you.
Oh my God.
See, that's how you fucking parent, dude.
Chaos. Hey, Georgia.
It's Georgia's birthday tomorrow.
I know, I said it's tomorrow. Everyone's saying happy birthday. What? Everyone in the chat saying happy birthday to you.
They said happy birthday.
See, read it.
See? They said happy birthday.
I can't see anything.
Just say thank you.
Thank you.
Good girl.
You're so cute.
Now they're like downstairs like, I told you, shut up!
Now they know that we're not down there. They're going to tear the house apart.
I know. And then we're going to whip their ass, just like Neil Magny.
Exactly.
All right.
So he got a ton of backlash, I'm assuming, over that.
No, he got backlash from this one pussy who we're rooting for.
Oh, only one person said something about that?
Okay, remember Ian Garry that when we were at UFC... Okay, listen. Remember we were at UFC 273 and there was a dude's dad who was staying at the hotel and his son was an undefeated fighter, the tall Irish guy that came out right in front of us at 273. And we were like, that's, like
you say the numbers like I remember.
Oh, 273 in Jacksonville.
Still don't remember. But what?
He was he had a flag around him at the bar before we all went there.
No.
Well, anyway, it was him.
I got nothing.
It was him. Juan, thank you very much. It was him. And he was like, oh my God, did you hear what he said? He said he's going to beat up his kid. And his wife is all, geez, does his wife know that he does that to his kid? It's like, shut the fuck up, dude. Jesus. Yeah. Shut up. Yeah. He's like a military dad.
Yeah.
You know? Also, Ian Garry, the guy we're talking about, is 27 or something, and he married a chick that's 38, and then he took her last name as his middle name. I am rooting for him though. I think he's super exciting, and I love watching him fight. But it's
did she hyphenate her name?
No. In fairness, though, her last name is Machado, which is
Very
fucking
cool.
Brazilian royalty in jiu-jitsu.
So he's
it's basically like taking a Gracie middle last name. It's actually just like that.
Well, they could have named their kid that.
But the reason that he did it is he said that he's taking her kids, she has kids obviously because she's 52, but and he didn't want them to be confused about why they have a different last name from his.
That's cute.
It is cute.
That's kind of cute. Yeah.
Oh, Pickavian. Yeah. I don't know if you'll remember him, dude. I mean, honestly, if I really wanted to get deep, I could pull it because he walked right by us 273.
I'm not really typically paying attention.
Yeah, you are.
No recollection.
I think this might be the fight from. Oh no, that's just.
So this is the guy he was the one who said he's gonna beat his kid.
No, he's the one that got butthurt about it.
Yeah. Obviously, that's not the guy I just saw in the video. I know that much.
Touche. Shut up, Gabrielle. Don't embarrass me on my live stream.
Sorry.
So you have to discipline your fucking kids. What's up, Robert T?